Hey there, everyone, and welcome. We're doing horoscope story time. So, if you're new to this, I am reading you a horoscope that I write each week for an American publication. So, we start with just a general overview of the astrological energies of the week, and the horoscopes follow. So, this week is inspired by Mars's entrance into Taurus and the square to Pluto in Aquarius shortly thereafter. If you would like more insight into this week and Mars's arrival into the sign of Taurus, plus the square to Pluto, that's covered in my previous video. So this is just a little bit story time inspired by the sky. So this week is June 10 to 16. So let's just get right into it. There's a certain kind of power in recalcitrance. It's not so much about being stubborn, rather, it's more about being defiant yet self righteous and disobedient. A refusal to cooperate, not to bend nor stretch to anyone else's ideas, opinions, or what they want from you. When I say power, come on, it's 2024. Surely you're not equating power with patriarchy, colonialism, or what other hashtag has become popular to abdicate personal responsibility. Don't sell yourself so cheaply. It's a power within, a certainty, a deep knowing of what one's inner desires are. Power isn't a dirty word. Unless you hold your own place of power within, that's where you're most susceptible to external forces of power. The kind that people have unconsciously subjected themselves to being victims of. Oh no, not this week. This isn't the week to be a victim to whatever it is you're salty about. It sure isn't the time to bend to the will of the popular vote, neither. In fact, this is the week to find your brute strength and unleash it. Might there be consequences? You betcha. Though ask yourself, what are those consequences might be if you don't? This week, do not flag nor fail. Go to the end. Go to the nth degree. Never back down. Never give up. Aries, this isn't the time to be coerced or pushed into something you don't want to do. This is even more the case if it means going outside your comfort zone when it comes to money or what makes you feel confident. There are times for taking a risk and seeing what you're capable of. Then there are times for staying with what is within the safe and known. Choose the latter. All systems are a go when Taurus, forgot that important part. All systems are a go when it comes to putting a personal goal or pursuit in place. You may feel increasingly energetic and decisive too. As you reclaim a sense of personal power, do be sure not to cave into groupthink or whatever other people want from you. Being liked and being respected aren't the same thing. Difficult choices are only difficult in the short term, and you need to be thinking beyond the here and now. Gemini, on the one hand, you've got so much action in your own sign. You may be feeling optimistic and capable of attracting whatever it is you want and need into your sphere. While on the other, you may need to withdraw at times and reconsider where your efforts and energy are really going. If you're really curious about something, carve out the time you need to understand it deeply and not at just face value. Cancer, in this day and age where the ethos of you're either with us or against us, it would be easy to fall into that trap with a friend, a community, or online group. It would also be easy to give in order to belong or not to ruffle feathers. Don't do that. It may feel like the right choice at first. However, if you're not honest and direct, you only hurt yourself in the long run. See both sides, but don't fall into taking one. Leo, there is no task or challenge too small when it comes to your career or what you want to achieve in the world right now. That being said, chances are you could upset the apple cart with other people in your personal or professional life. What gives? Absolutely nothing. This isn't the week to pander into what other people want or expect from you. Stick to your guns. It will be hard at first, but you will be rewarded later. Virgo, opportunities tend to multiply when they are seized. Right now, you have many wonderful options out there that could really open up so many new avenues for you. The downside of this is your tendency to overanalyze and think things through too much. This is a disadvantage now. Instead, just decide and do. Figure out the finer points later. If you don't strike while the iron's hot, you'll miss out. Libra, this could be a challenging time for you. Reason being, when it comes to love and intimacy, you tend to gloss over things, preferring the fairy tale rather than the nitty gritty of relationships. You've been trying so hard to change up your life, your habits, and your attitudes. This week may be a test of sorts. How much vulnerability are you willing to expose yourself to emotionally, sexually, or even financially? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Scorpio, be careful what you wish for this week, as you may just get it. As your patron planet Mars arrives in your relationship zone for the first time in 2 years, the dynamics will change. If you've got the right intentions, things can really work out in your favor. If you're creating drama around you, then things will likely backfire. Honesty is always the key to happiness, especially during the times when it's least comfortable. Sagittarius, just when you thought the dust had settled in one area of life, it's likely to get kicked back up again. Now that you know this, you need to double down on getting organized and figuring out your priorities. If you allow yourself to get distracted, chances are you'll miss the opportunity to win an important battle. Also, do lean into the support you have around you to help you get through. Capricorn, as life presents you with so many opportunities to work hard, it may be making you busier than you'd rather be. What about some fun, some enjoyment, spicing up your life a bit? Luckily, you do have Mars arriving in your happiness and joy zone. You also do need to make living the good life a priority too. Carve out the time required to do more of what you love and with whom. Aquarius, you do need to tackle any challenges you're going through in your domestic life. This could bring up hidden dynamics at home. It could also be just about your enthusiasm to deal with prior projects you've been putting off. In other words, whatever comes up, practical or emotional, don't bury your head in the sand. A proactive approach will serve you best now. That said, do avoid bulldozing other people into your plans and ideas. Pisces, for some time now, your curiosity has been piqued. That said, though, did you do anything about it? If you haven't, if you haven't and just instead been wondering about something, now is the time to take action. Book that short distance trip or weekend away. Buy the book, sign up for the course, do that self-development workshop. Whatever it is you've been putting off, now is the time to make it a priority and to turn it into something truly transformative. So I hope you enjoyed the weekly horoscopes. Just a touch salty, which is what you would expect with Mars square Pluto this week. So do feel free to leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought about your horoscope. How is it playing out for your life? Where is it playing out in your life? And what are you looking forward to in the week ahead? So I hope you like this, and I look forward to giving you another dose of horoscope story time next week.